Hello, welcome to another episode of 5 Minutes of Joy. And I'm talking about JOY, not my name, but the emotion of joy. I've said before that it's the emotion of connection. And right now, everything that's going on in the world is evidence of a lot of disconnection, a lot of people disconnecting from each other. And there are a lot of challenges that we have to face. So, more than any time that I can remember, and I can imagine any time in history, we need to be emotionally resilient. Now, emotional resilience is the ability to stay present with whatever is going on and move through it. It's not about sticking your head in the sand or being in denial. And I had a great example of this I saw the other day. One of my favorite feel good shows these days is the Great British Baking Show. And there was an episode, number 7, contestant Michael, who was struggling mightily with this technical challenge. Things were not going well for him. And at one point, everybody else is moving along, and he's still stuck in this one phase. And he's welling up with emotion, and he's kind of whispering, I can't do this. I can't do this. And one of the hosts comes, and some other contestants come and say, yes, you can do it. Come on. And they're encouraging him. And he's like, just like the next thing. What's the next thing? And the next thing. And he finishes on time. And maybe it's not the greatest thing he's ever baked in his life. He didn't come in last, he came in next to last. But and right towards the end, when they gave the bell 5 minutes, he said, well, I can do anything for 5 minutes. And his attitude was there in terms of his commitment. He was committed. He knew why he was there, and he was going to finish no matter what. And there is power in commitment. There is power in our integrity for showing up and doing what it is that we say we're going to do, no matter how hard it is. In that moment, he demonstrated emotional resilience. His thinking shifted, and his commitment and his intention drove his actions so that he was able to move beyond his desire to just fall apart and give up. I know there's times when I just want to fall apart. I want to stick my head in the sand, go to bed, give it all up, and not work. And sometimes that's just because I have to do marketing for my business, not because there's some disaster happening. We have agency. We have agency. We have within us the ability to harness our intention, our commitment, our integrity to see us through those difficult times. And in the end, he said, I didn't give up. And that's what matters. And I've won no matter what, because I didn't give up. And more than ever, it is a time for us to not give up, to harness the power of our intentions, and to know that we have agency, we have choice. Emotions are part of our whole being, and they're not the thing that is in charge. We need to be in charge. We need to listen to them. We have to acknowledge them when we have those moments of fear or despondency, which is, I feel like despondency and depression is partly a repressed anger. It's partly a grief of loss. It's different than clinical depression. That's a whole other story. I'm not talking about that. But so often when we feel depressed, it's because there's been a sudden shift in our expectation, that we thought something was going to happen. We wanted something. We believed it was going to happen, and then it didn't. And we have a letdown. So we thought the pandemic was going to be over. Oh my God, look, masks are off. We're out, we're in restaurants, and like, ay, ay, ay. No, it's not over. And it's not going to be over for a while. So this is the time to harness your own self-will, your intentions, your agency that's within you, and make a commitment to what it is that you really want. And it will bring you more joy in the end. I promise you. So thank you so much for listening today. Love to hear your comments. subscribe. You know what they say, just smash that button. My physical fitness guy on always says, smash that button and subscribe. Well, whatever. Anyway, have a great day. Ciao. And I've got to stop recording.